Greetings, YouTube. Happy Wednesday. You know, we have had back-to-back days of high-end offers. First, we had on Monday the Tier 2 Alpha and Tier 5 Basic Catalyst package for $50, and I'm very proud to say that in that video, I said I think it's a decent at best deal once, but you really shouldn't get it multiple times. And I had somebody who messaged me who was about to pull the trigger on 3 of them and spend $150 of either credit or cash on those offers, but they only bought one. And then, of course, the next day, there was a $70 5-star Awakening gem rigged that quite a few people, including myself, bought. And what was cool is that person messaged me and said thank you, because they were going to buy 3 of the Tier 2 Alpha bundles, but instead my video actually got them to save 100 of the 150 they were going to spend. And, of course, they used it the very next day on a 5-star Awakening gem bundle. So, in this case, today's offer is sort of for intermediate players, but it's just one of those items that even after playing this game for multiple years, I still don't really know what to say. I want to say that this offer is one of the few that everybody actually came in together, intentionally or not, and didn't buy. You see, Kabam used to overvalue this item to the point of like ridiculousness. For example, I remember when this first came out, they wanted like $50 for one of these things, and it was a joke. And then they kept lowering it, and it was $30 and $20, and now it's the cheapest price we have ever seen. It's the same price as one Grandmaster featured crystal. And because Diablo is coming into the contest, and some people I've talked to are obsessed with Diablo, partially because he just looks like the weirdest champ ever released, and who knows, maybe he's going to be this offensive beast that no one quite knows what to expect, but when you have him in the right situations, he's incredible, or maybe he's going to be a total trash champion. I don't know. But today, let's talk about the Greater Ascendant Crystal, because even after seeing this thing pop up so many times, I'm still really not sure what to think of it, because you get Tier 4 Basic Catalyst Fragments most of the time, Tier 4 Class Catalyst Fragments, and then a rare chance for Tier 4 Basics, as in a fully formed Tier 4 Basic, or a Tier 4 Class Catalyst, and a Tier 2 Alpha Catalyst Fragment. Now, here's the deal. I think the value of a Tier 4 Basic, when these things first came out, might have been 1,000 units. But now, especially with the Glory Store making it so easy to get at least 2 of these, plus the monthly calendars where you just daily log in, guarantee one of those and have for over a year now, you could easily get 3 to 4 Tier 4 Basics for free with Glory and with the calendar per month, and really with Glory per week when you consider at least 2 of them. So because of that, this item has lost a lot of its splendor, and now we know the drop rates of this because of the Apple release, which I'm thankful for. And I will say I've never bought these, so I will need some of you who maybe are going to take the plunge on this to comment below and let me know how many Tier 4 Basic Catalyst Fragments you got, or how many Tier 4 Class Catalyst. I will say this. If you do the math and you were able to guarantee yourself a Tier 4 Class Catalyst from this, you would actually get 200 Tier 5 Basic Fragments from selling that Tier 4 Basic. So really, you'd look at it as 200 Tier 5 Basics for 300 units, which obviously is not a guarantee. In fact, it's a pretty rare drop rate to get that. If you want a fully formed Tier 4 Basic, it's only 9% of a drop rate. Most likely, you're going to get Tier 4 Basic Catalyst Fragments. I don't know if that's half of a Tier 4 Basic or worse than that. But if it's half of a Tier 4 Basic, it's still totally not worth it, because that means you would have to get 2 of these to form one Tier 4 Basic, which is 600 units, which, again, you can get 2 of these for free in the Glory Store, or you can wait and get them at the end of the month in mostly login calendars. And in general, they're easier to get in monthly quests. It's just a very easy to obtain item. There's even now a Tier 4 Basic arena, not arena, but daily event, though that daily event gives you very, very small Tier 4 Basic fragments for the amount of energy that you have to use to complete the pass. So it's the same price as a Grandmaster featured crystal, which right now we cannot see because we are waiting for the next Grandmaster featured crystal, for those of you who are uncollected, that is, to come into the store, which will be tomorrow when Diablo is officially released in the Thursday arena for round 1. But, in general, I would absolutely say save your units. And if you want to try for Diablo and just know it's a terrible idea in terms of guaranteed value for your units, obviously you're going to try for them like you would anything else, like you would the Thing or any other past Grandmaster Feature Crystal. Do keep in mind that it is pretty much confirmed, especially thanks to Crystal Opening Whale's massive openings, that it is much easier to get the featured champion as the sub-featured champion. So, for example, the Thing will be much easier to pull now as a 3, 4, and 5-star from the Diablo crystal. That, of course, doesn't mean you'll get the Thing, but you'll have a better chance to get him. Might still only be like a 2% chance, but that's far better than a 0.9% chance or 6%. So, yeah, I'm curious, just for the sake of data, to see from those of you who buy one or more of these how many fragments you get. And I'm especially curious if you hit the lottery in these and get the Tier 2 Alpha Catalyst, which is only a 6% drop rate, or excuse me, a 2% drop rate. The 6% is a Tier 4 class Catalyst. So a 2% drop rate. So 98% of the time, you should not get those. And if it's only like 3,600 Tier 2 Alpha Catalyst fragments, that's so low that even that's not worth it at all. So yeah, if you go for these, which I do not recommend, let me know. Otherwise, at least we can all agree that it's much better to throw 300 units at this instead of $50. Thankfully, no one buys these when they come out, so Kabam is forced to continue to lower the price, and that is kind of the plea to the community when there are bad deals. They're going to keep putting those bad deals out if everyone buys them, but if they don't, they'll have to lower the price or at least make the deal a lot better in terms of items to incentivize people to buy it again, kind of like they did yesterday with all the signature stones in the 5-star Awakening Gem offer. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Hope you have a good one.